everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Asia, nice to meet you. We all agree that this is the best kind of video to make. Today we have a book haul, and book haul means new books. So for me, this is a great day. I'm having a great time. So I have a lot of books. A lot of these I've got sent. I came back from a holiday in Morocco. I had a lot of parcels waiting for me, and most of them were books. And 2 days ago, I went to a book event where we got given kindly a lot of books. And also, I bought them myself because I do buy a lot of books. So I thought we could make a book haul to show you all of them because some of these are so exciting. This is only one stack. There are three. So 3 of these. Oh my god. So these are all the books that I have received and bought since the last book haul I made, which was I think a month or 2 ago. Not even that long. Not long enough for all these books. There's a lot of books to get through. We're gonna go quite quick. The first 2, I'm gonna go extremely quick on them because you've seen me read them and review them, so you know them already. So the first one is Releasing 10. It came out at the end of May. I bought it, 6th book in the Boys of Time series. I don't need to talk to you about it because I've talked about this book literally in every single video in the last month and a half. So Releasing 10 by Chloe Walsh. I bought it the day it came out. And same thing, same exact thing, bought it when it came out, is Rewind It Back by Liz Dunford. Once again, you've seen me read it and you've seen me review it. So this came out last month, I believe. I think this came out at the end of May, I believe. Another one I vlogged reading, but I didn't own it at the time, so I've finally bought it, is the first Zodiac Academy book. Now, I intend to slowly get them all, just slowly. I only have the first one so far because, first of all, they're very expensive because you can't really find them anymore because these are out of print now, I believe. There's new prints happening, but I'm slowly gonna try and collect them slowly, like on Vinted, secondhand, trying to get them slowly. I got this on Vinted, it's perfect condition. I bought the first book in the Zodiac Academy. It's called The Awakening by Caroline Peckham and Susan Valenti. Also, either the video after this or soon, I'm posting the first part of the reading vlog of reading Zodiac Academy. So the first 4 books, I believe, because I finished reading the 4th book yesterday. So if you want to see it, you should subscribe. I'd love to have you around. It's quite a funny vlog because these books are something. They're something. Let's go with the series next. I went to a book event hosted by Headline a couple days ago. Headline were very, very kind to have us grab as many books as we wanted. And I didn't even go full out. Some people had bags and bags. The lovely Pen Cole, the author Pen Cole, was there at the event and she signed books for us. So I got the whole Spark trilogy, the Kindred's Curse saga. We have book 1 called Spark of the Everflame. She signed it for me as well. It's lovely. We have the second book, Glow of Everflame, and the third one is called Heat of the Everflame. So we have all 3 books. I actually don't know what the series is about. I just have seen everyone raving about this online. They love it so much. Let me read you the back to you. When old scratches catch fire, everything must burn. All right. All her life, healer Diem has yearned to escape her tiny village in Emarian, and it's a realm ruled over by cruel demigods. And although her parents have always tried to shield her from the brutality of them, Diem's world changes forever when her mother goes missing, leading her to uncover a dangerous secret that links her family to the dreaded descendant in ways she never imagined. Of course, the king, handsome, enigmatic heir, watches her every move. Of course. We love to hear it. So it's an epic, slow burn romantasy. Yes, to me every time. So I literally got the whole trilogy and they kept putting like books on the table, and at first I only got the first and I was like, should I just get first and second? And then they kept putting them up. I was like, I'll grab the third. So I got the whole trilogy. How incredible. And every single book is signed. The 3rd book is huge. Look, it's huge. So very excited to read those. Very, very excited. Another trilogy that I got at the same event. And when I tell you, I was about to buy this. I literally had it on my cart, on my Amazon cart. I was ready to buy it. At the end, I didn't get it. Thank God, because I got the whole Book of Asriel trilogy, all 3 of them at the same event. Actually, the author, Amber Nicole, was supposed to be there actually, but her flight got cancelled, bless her, so she couldn't be there in the end. But yeah, we have Book of Asriel, we have The Throne of Broken Gods, and we have The Dawn of the Cursed Queen. When I tell you, this book is everywhere. This wherever you turn, there's this book there. It's like most people like favorite like romantasy. I'm excited. I need to get back into romantasy. I've been like in a, I mean, technically I'm reading romantasy with Zodiac, but it doesn't feel romantasy. It feels like, I don't even know what it feels like. But like I want to go back to like this kind of romantasy, like epic romantasy. I'm so excited. When I tell you, I was about to buy it. I like 100% I was gonna buy it. I love this kind of cover. It's like matte. Also, I love the covers. The covers are so cool. Let's read the back of the first book. Where there are gods, there are also monsters. Monsters stuck in your head. I don't know why I started singing that. I don't know where that came from. For 1,000 years, the otherworld has known peace until now. Many centuries ago, desperate to save her dying sister, Diana made a deal with Caden, a monster far worse than any nightmare. So locked in servitude to him, she's forced to hunt down an ancient relic held by the most dangerous enemy, an army led by Samkiel, the world ender. So Diana and Samkiel are forced to set aside their animosity and work together before all is lost. I want to read this so bad. So bad. Everyone loves this so much and I literally just need to read it. I need to get on the bandwagon. I really hope it like lives up to the expectations because everyone raves about these. Shut up. Seagulls outside. Can you hear them? Okay, let's go with a book that I bought. This one is The Winter Garden by Kirsten Hanna. I have read The Nightingale, like most people have, and I love this so much. And sometimes I do love a sad book. Like there's something about a sad book that makes me cry that I love so much. I love crying at books. I don't know what that says about me, but I love it. I saw this secondhand and I was like, I'm gonna have it. So Meredith and Nina are sisters and they're very different. One stayed home to raise her children and the other followed a dream and traveled the world to become a famous photojournalist. But when their beloved father falls ill, these two estranged women will find themselves together again, standing alongside their cold, disapproving mother, who even now offers no comfort to her daughters. Oh, and then on his deathbed, he's like talking about this captivating, mysterious love story that spans 65 years, and this story will link like Meredith and Nina together and their mother's past. She's like so good at talking about women. Nightingale talked about two sisters as well, so like she knows what she's doing and I'm just gonna blindly trust her. After you wrote The Nightingale, it was so beautiful that anything by her I will love. And sometimes I just need a sad book, so I think this will be perfect for when I feel like crying. Another book that I bought myself secondhand is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. I don't know much about this book. I just know that I will like it. I hope so, at least. But like from what I know about this book, it's literally like my taste. Oliver has just served 10 years of a murder he may or may not have committed. So Oliver was a young actor 10 years ago and he noticed that all his like classmates seemed to play the same characters on stage and off stage, and he was always like a supporting role. And at one point a tragedy happens. One of the 7 friends is found dead and the rest face their greatest acting challenge yet, convince the police and themselves that they are blameless. That sounds exactly like what I like. I do love literary fiction and think this would be perfect. I'm very excited about reading this, like very, very excited. I really hope it lives up to my expectations because I think I'm gonna love it, but like what if I don't? We're not gonna think that. Another book that I bought myself secondhand is The Favorites by Lane Fargo. This has been everywhere on my For You page. I have never read anything by Lane Fargo, so this would be my first book by her. But a lot of people compare this book to Daisy Jones and the Six, and Daisy Jones and the Six is one of my favorite books of all time. That sounds good to me. The story of 2 figure skaters. They're a couple as figure skaters, but they're a couple outside as well, like romantically involved. And at one point something happens. I think they become world champions, and then something happens 10 years ago and they decide 10 years later to make a documentary talking about it, and this is it. This is them explaining what really happened 10 years ago. I am very excited about this. I think it's a literary fiction which probably has a hint of romance because the main 2 characters were together. It gets compared to Daisy Jones, so in my head I will like it because that's one of my favorite books I've ever read. So very, very excited about this, and everyone loves it. Everyone I've seen on TikTok, on booktube has raved about this book, so I really hope I'm gonna love it as well. Another book that I bought secondhand is The Toll by Neil Schusterman. I've read Scythe, I really loved it, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna read Thunderhead, which is the second book, this month. So I wanted to buy the third and last book in the trilogy, and this is The Toll. It's quite big. I didn't expect it to be this chunky because the other two are not this big. I really enjoyed the first book. I'm gonna read the second book this month. July is a busy month. I have to read so much. This is like a dystopian trilogy, a YA dystopian, and the first book is like set in this world where people don't die anymore and they don't really age. So to be sure that there's no overpopulation, scythes are the people in charge of gleaning other people, which means killing them. And the two main characters, Citra and Rowan, are training to be scythes. And then the first book ends in a crazy cliffhanger, so I need to really read the second book. And I'm gonna do it this month. I've been saying that for a year, so yeah. Next book that I want to show you is this stunning book that I got sent in the mail by PR. So this is A Kingdom of Stars and Shadows by the amazing Holly Renee. She DM'd me and she was so lovely. First of all, look at that. It came with a lot of stickers for my Kindle, and it came with like tarot cards. It was so cute. But yeah, so cute, the cutest. My union with the crown prince will determine the fate of the kingdom. But it isn't my betrothed who haunts my dream. It's the half-a bastard who stands at his side. She is like promised in marriage to the crown prince, but she is actually in love with the half-a bastard. But when our kingdom is attacked, I am forced to make a choice. It sounds so fun. There's art inside, which makes it so pretty. And it's floppy because it's American. Another book that I picked up at the event the other day is this proof copy of the book Sweet Heat by Bolu Babalola. It says Kiki and Malachi were everything until it all went up to flames. 3 years after their epic breakup, Kiki worked hard to forget her first love. Then her career implodes and Malachi returns. And they're maid of honor and best man to the same wedding, which is quite fun. They just have to get through the wedding, so why does it feel like playing with fire? It's a second chance romance. It's a second chance romance of two exes that they haven't seen each other in years, and then they are maid of honor and best man to the same wedding. Very exciting. I'm gonna put the next 4 books together because I got sent them together. I have 4 books by Elif Shafak. Penguin sent them to me and they look amazing and they're so cute. I know absolutely nothing about them. They're not a series. They're all like standalones, but they're all by the same author. We have 10 minutes and 30 seconds in the Strange World, which is quite small. The Bastard of Istanbul, The Architect's Apprentice, The 40 Rules of Love. I own another book by her called There Are Rivers in the Sky, and I'm excited to read that, but now I have 4 more. So I need to get reading. And I love how they all match, like their spines match. That's very satisfying. Oh my god, she's got quite a similar name to me. She's called Asia, but with a Y instead of an I. That's never happened to me. No one ever has my name in books. So one day this woman goes into a clinic and wants an abortion. And then 20 years later, Asia lives with her extended family in Istanbul. And there's a mysterious curse that kills every man in the family at 41. So the house is just women. Asia's cousin comes to stay, and the long hidden family secrets connect with Turkey's turbulent past begin to emerge. The 10 minutes one is, oh my god, all of these have such crazy concepts. Okay, so these are the 10 minutes after Layla has died. So Layla dies, and each minute after her death brings a vivid memory. And I think these are the memories. These books are the memories. And each memory recalls the friends Layla made at each key moment in her life, and friends who are now desperately trying to find her. That's so exciting. I want to read that. Now, this one is The 40 Rule of Love. Hella has a husband and 3 teenage daughters, but she feels an emptiness where love used to be. And then she reads a manuscript about the 40 rules of life and love. And now she goes on a quest to try and find the author. And then we have this one. So this is set in the 16th century Istanbul. And here we have Jahan, and he's trying to like raise the ranks of the Sultan's court. And he embarks in an adventure that will get him to meet a lot of people and do a lot of things and see a lot of places. And some of them are good, some of them are bad. So that sounds fun too. Also, then I got this book called A Court So Dark. But I found out when I got home, it's book 3. I don't own the first 2. I don't want to read the back because I'm gonna get the first 2 books. So this is book 3 of a trilogy. Yes, it's a trilogy, and it's called Healer of Kingdoms, the series. I'm not gonna read you the back because I don't want to know the back, because this is book 3 and we don't know book 1 and 2. But yeah, we have A Court So Dark by Ingrid Seymour. It looks like a romantasy. Every time there's a court, it's romantasy. Another book that I bought, I know this is book 2 though, because I wanted book 2, is Monstrous Knights. I own book 1 and I got it, ironically, at the same event last year. And book 1 is called Foul Days, and I own it. Around October, when I do like a week that I only read like spooky books or like Halloween-y book, and this is perfect. Foul Days would be perfect. I'm not gonna read the back of this because this is book 2 once again. The first book sounds so good. So I saw book 2, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get both. I don't know if it's a duology, it's gonna be a trilogy, I've got no clue. And they are by Genoveva Di Mova. So yeah, I grabbed book 2 as well because I own book 1. And then we have another book that I got at the event called Late Bloomer, which looks like a sapphic romance. This girl called Opal, she wins the lottery. Great for her. And now she can like stop working. And like her dream was to get a failing flower farm in North Carolina. And she wants to start her painting business there. At one point, this gorgeous woman called Pepper is mad at her, because she says she's the rightful owner of this farm. I assume it's an enemies to lovers fighting for the land. And look how cute this looks. Like, look how pretty this is. The cover gives Lila Sage vibes. I'm not even gonna lie, I mainly grabbed it because look at the cover. It's stunning, it's beautiful. I think this is it. I think I showed you all of them. There's a lot of them. These are all the books that I got in the last... Really, most of these was the last week. I'm on a book buying ban though. I promise you, I'm on a book buying ban for the summer. Because I'm on a book buying ban in summer because I'm going a whole month in Italy. I'm not gonna buy books in Italy because then I can't really bring them back because I keep most of my books here. I have a lot of books in Italy, to be fair. But thank you so much for watching this video and for enabling me and my addiction of buying books. Tell me to stop though. If you see me doing another book haul in the next month, call me out. Tell me, Asia, you said you were not gonna buy any more books. Please call me out, okay? Please. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps quite a lot. I wanna see you in my next video. So if you subscribe, I'll see you again. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. I love you and I hope I see you in my next video. Ciao, ciao.